So I invite you to allow your eyes to close. And if it is comfortable for you, you can go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. And maybe you can just notice the beating of that heart. And I wonder if you can notice your breath. You don't have to change it. Simply notice it. How the in breath leads to the out breath. How your inhale can be cool and refreshing, and that exhale can be warm and relaxing. And I like the thought of giving and receiving can be as simple as breathing in and breathing out. And I'd like you to imagine that happy little elevator, the one that we pretend is right there in our heart space. And I'd like you to imagine that it's moving up, 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 up to the tippy top of your head, and gently back down, down, down into your heart space as it smoothly and easily begins to move back up, 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 up to the tippy top of your head. And as your awareness is beginning to expand more and more, I wonder if it feels like that elevator moves a little higher than the top of your head. Maybe a tingling feeling as it gently moves back down, down, down into your heart space. And this happy little elevator, it calibrates as it goes, offering waves of healing, relaxation, and connecting your mind and your heart as one. And I wonder if you've ever experienced the ocean. And if you haven't, that's okay, because I'm going to take you there right now. I'd like you to imagine that you're walking on the beach and the sand is hot. It's so hot. It feels like the bottoms of your feet are burning. So you begin to skip as quickly as you can to that warm sand that changes to cool sand. And you feel that relief as your feet begin to mush and sink into that cooler sand. And as you approach the seashore at the edge, that cold water begins to wash up around your ankles, maybe making your toes feel so cold. Can't even imagine how hot they were just a moment ago. And the temperature is just right for you today. That breeze from the ocean is refreshing you. Every breath you take, taking you deeper and deeper inside. And as you look up at the sky, there are some puffy clouds floating by. And if you're from or have ever experienced the Jersey Shore, you'll know there's little airplanes, little old airplanes that fly by, and they carry banners with advertisements for local restaurants. It's a message in the sky. And with the ocean breathing in, breathing out, those waves lapping around your ankles, you notice this next plane that goes by, and it has a message. But this time, it seems to have a message that's just for you. And you begin to feel that swell, the swell of those emotions. And for someone, it might be a pleasant emotion. For someone else, it might be an unpleasant emotion. But it's that familiar feeling, that swelling up inside. Maybe it's a feeling of a flush, a rush in the face, as those chemicals, that natural cocktail of emotional chemicals, release into your body. And you are beginning to feel that rush now. But this time it's different, because you already know that your emotions, they're there for you to feel, to inform you that something is meaningful. That's right. And something is significant. And that's okay. Because those emotional waves, they can activate that cocktail of chemicals in that body. They rush. And then they flush away. And just as that swell begins to crest and you look up, and it is a large wave, this idea that it is okay to feel. That's right. And just as that wave begins to overwhelm that person standing there on that beach, it gets pulled back into the ocean. That's right. Isn't it something to think that every wave gets pulled back into that vast ocean? Every single one. And though it's true, there will be more swells in your day today. And as life moves forward, that knowing that everyone will recede back into the ocean. That's right. Not even one wave, not even one emotion has ever been able to resist being pulled back into that ocean. And I wonder if that is the moment where a pause can happen. Doesn't have to happen. it can happen. And those storms that cause those really big, aggressive, angry waves, sometimes they happen rapidly. But those storms, they pass every single time. And the sun shines again. That's right. The sun always comes out. And isn't it something to think that even when we can't see it or we can't feel it, that sun, it's still there. And you are standing there with your feet firmly planted on the shore. Accepting what is. That's it. Accepting what is. And it is okay. It is safe to acknowledge that emotion. Maybe it seems silly, but you can say, I see you, emotion. I see you. Thank you. Acknowledging it, not judging it. It seems silly to judge a wave that just is. And it is okay. That's right. And we don't judge. That's it. You're doing it. The rush and flush. Acknowledging no one has ever lived without experiencing the rush and flush. And I wonder if it helps us to feel even more alive. And waves, they can be thrilling sometimes, can't they? And as we just bask here on the seashore for a little while longer, I wonder if you'll suddenly be able to hear the sound of the ocean. I wonder if that's something like emotions sound like. Sometimes they're loud and angry. Sometimes they're gentle and quiet. And that's okay. Taking this moment to breathe in these changes now. And as you do, I wonder if you smell that salty ocean air. distinct, refreshing. As you stand there, those toes still sinking into that wet sand, cool and refreshing. That's it. Breathing in those changes now as you prepare to make your way back to the present moment, bringing with you this experience. On the count of 5, 1, feeling good, 2, feeling marvelous, 3, wiggling those toes and fingers, and 4, a great big stretch, and 5, eyes wide open, and welcome back to the here and now.